Alright, so right now we are going to learn another construction, and just a reminder, anytime we do a construction we are going to be using a compass and a straight edge, which would be the straight part of the protractor. Alright, so you should have the sheet that says practice constructing parallel lines, and you should have this kind of goldish yellowish sheet that has your notes that says constructing a parallel through a point. Alright, so we're going to look at these instructions step by step. Step 1, okay, you're starting with a line and a point. So on your white sheet, you can see you have a line, you got a point, so that's exactly what you're supposed to start with. And then step 1 says draw a transverse or a transversal line through the point, okay, at an angle. Doesn't matter what angle, you're just going to draw some line. Alright, so let's do that. Some line, okay, it doesn't matter if it goes all the way through. There is no right angle, it's just whatever angle you want. Alright, and then look at step 2. It says, with the compass's width set to about half the distance between the point and the line, place the point on the point on the line, draw an arc across both lines. So again, what it's saying is, try to get like halfway. Okay, so you want to measure about halfway, and then you want to make an arc go through both of them. Okay, so you want to carefully mark them both like this. Alright, so again, I measured halfway and I put an arc. Keep that measurement on your compass, because step 3 says, without adjusting the compass's width, move the compass to that point and draw a similar arc. Okay, so whatever I just did right here, I need to come up here and do the exact same arc. Okay, make it big because you are going to need it to intersect something here in a second. Alright, does everyone see how big I made that arc? That second arc. Again, I measured here first, then I moved the pointy part up here to this point and did the same arc. So I got matching arcs. Now your notes have a backside. Step 4 says, set compass's width to the distance where the lower arc crosses the two lines. So you're going to have to measure. You have to move your compass and measure from here to here. Okay? Is everyone seeing this? You put the pointy part here and the pencil part here. You're measuring using your compass. Okay, so that's pretty solid. Step 4 was to measure. Step 5, we're actually going to do something with that measurement, and you can see what you're trying to do over here. You're trying to make another X to draw a line through. But it says move the compass to where the upper arc crosses the transverse line, draw an arc across the upper arc. Meaning, take that measurement you just did right here and put the pointy part at this farthest intersection you made and make yourself an arc mark. You're going to end up with an X looking thing right there. Okay, so that was us doing step 5. And now step 6 is what we're trying to do. Draw a straight line through through that new intersection. Okay? So from that point that was originally there, through that intersection, that's right there. Draw a long line. Alright. And then last step, or last part says done. The line is parallel. And that's what we were trying to do. Okay, what does it say? We're constructing parallel lines. given one line and a point. Okay? Don't these two lines look parallel? Okay, if you did it right, they should look pretty parallel. They might be a little bit off, but that's okay. Alright, so without the instructions this time, let's see if I can do it down here. So I know it's kind of at an angle, it doesn't matter. So, what was my first step? Draw some line, doesn't matter. My second step, go about halfway, make an arc, and then go to the other point, make the same arc. So again, I drew a line, about halfway, make an arc, came up here, made the same arc, making sure it's a big arc, okay? And then what did I do? I measured using my compass, got to move it, measured from here to here. That way I can take that measurement, try to be really precise here. Okay, so I'm going to take that measurement and then come over here and mark it. Take that measurement, come over here and mark it. So here I am, I'm marking it, and it makes an X right there that I can draw my parallel line through. Here's an example where mine's not going to look really parallel. Okay, so that's not a perfect construction, right? You can see that they're not perfectly parallel. They're kind of parallel looking, but they're not perfectly parallel. But what's the point? I got to see the line, these arcs, and that other little arc is so important right there. If I see you constructed it correctly, then that's going to get you the points you want. Okay? If you do it very, very carefully, then you should, hopefully, end up with a nice, perfect parallel line. Alright? But the point is to construct it correctly. So, we'll do one last one together here on the front side, and then I'm going to let you do the ones in the back. So again, a little bit faster this time. I make some line. I measure about halfway. I make my arc up here. Make my same arc up here. I measure with my compass from here to here. Come up to the farthest intersection that I made and make my mark. And now all I got to do is draw my line from my point through the intersection. Okay. That one looks a little better. Still not perfect, but I did all my correct constructions. So that's what I want you to do on the back side. We did these three together. You have the notes sheet to help you. And you're just showing me you can do it 3 more times on the back. Go ahead and get started on that.